Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today we will be drinking another Boreale beer. Boreale Blanche or Boreale White. 4.2% alcohol, brewed in Quebec. The Boreale company at northern Quebec, I do believe. It's from a mixed pack that was brought back to me from Boychuk and James, or Cartoon. Excuse me. I love the polar bear. Got my Fleegum goblet out for this one. Now, I normally do the Weiss roll off camera, but after so many people have talked to me about how white beers seem to have this sediment on the bottom that doesn't settle right and all that, I thought, you know what, we'll do it on camera today. The Weiss roll, you have two choices of what you can do. You can invert the beer upside down very gently so as not to have it explode when you open it up. And bring it back down. That'll help the sediment separate and go through the bottle. Or you put it on its side and give it a very gentle roll. The Weiss roll is what I usually do because it's very easy to do, and I do that off camera usually. Now I picked it back up a lot faster than I should have, so it might blow up. But anyway, that's going to make all the yeast and wheat sediments separate properly. It should help with the taste as well, bring it out properly. Now, it's an unfiltered beer, but it's not that cloudy. I mean, I can see my hand here. Back here I can't, but up here I can. I'm glad my buddies aren't here because they'd say I couldn't see it from back here anyway. Looks nice. I mean, it's a golden straw color. Really no head, there's just that little line of foam up at the top. There's ginger in this beer. There's ginger. What's with the French in putting ginger in their beer? Okay, so first, we're not going to sniff out of the bottle anymore. Because when I smell out of the bottle, I smell my wet Scotty dog. That's what I'm smelling. I'm smelling what she smells like when she gets wet. So I'm going to push this over here. We're just going with the glass this time. Ginger, citrus. There is a cereal grain scent to it. Coriander. You're not really getting much malt on here. You're not getting much hop. You're getting ginger, citrus, coriander, and a bit of cereal graininess. It smells pretty good. Okay. That first sip reminds me of Leche Orientale. Let's hope that goes away after the first sip. You know, it's very citrusy. It's not tasting like the bitter citrus. It doesn't taste like the peel. It tastes like the actual orange itself. There is a lot of ginger in here. You're getting that ginger taste. It's not the spicy ginger. It tastes like chemical ginger. It probably isn't. They probably just put a little bit in and mixing with the other things. It didn't cut right, but it tastes like ginger extract more than like actual ginger. There's no pickling of the ginger. Excuse me. It's a little fuller in the mouth than what you would normally get from a normal wheat beer. Kind of leaves a dry, pasty feeling in your mouth, and it kind of has a taste of oats, like Oat-O's or anything like that. I don't know if you guys have ever eaten actual actual oats. I mean, my grandfather my grandfather raised horses. I used to sometimes, steal some of the horse's oats, and yeah, it has that oaty taste to it. It is mouth-filling and it is heavy on the stomach, but at the same time, it tastes light. It's almost completely dry on the finish. You get a little bit of citrus and a little bit of ginger sitting there in the back of your throat, but really there's almost no hoppiness to the whole beer. There's a tiny, tiny, tiny touch of bitterness in the back of your throat, like right down here, but really, there's not much. This is actually a very easy drinking white, but at the same time, it's too off in a direction that I don't like. At the same time, I don't want ginger in my white beers personally. I don't want oats in my white beers either. That said, it is a very good beer. If you can get your hands on Boreale Blanche, it is worth a drink. It is worth a try. Personally, I would give it like an 8.25 out of 10. It's really, really good. But for what I know of as the style of beer, I'd probably give it like a 6.75 or a 7 out of 10 for its style markings, because of the fact that they tried to experiment too much with a tried and true style. You don't even really taste the coriander that you smell. That's actually kind of interesting too. But yeah, it's 8.25 out of 10 for me. It is worth a drink. It is worth finding if you can. It's really easy drinking. I don't think it could be a session beer, but I think it would be a session beer that you'd have to mix with other beers. Like you could have 2 or 3 of these, and then you'd have to move on to something else, because I think once you hit 4 or 5, it would just be too much of the ginger and citrus flavorings. So thank you for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Good beer drinking to all of you. I probably can only do another 1 or 2 group beer reviews before I'm out of beer to review and I have to start over again. So after tonight, I'm going to start doing some more of my liquor reviews to filter into the videos I'm posting. But anyway, again, thank you. And bye. It's a white beer that laces. Like, what the fuck?